What's up, everybody? Welcome to Non-Members Only. We are sports, we are journalism, and this weekend we are track and field.
Yes, we are.
And in person.
In New York City.
In New York City.
We are a couple of street slickers or whatever
City slickers.
City slickers.
Street slickers.
Street youths.
We're here for the USATF Outdoor Championships.
Yeah.
Weren't there more words in there? No?
No,
USATF?
you abbreviated USA.
United States of America.
Track and field.
Track and field.
Yeah.
Outdoor Championships.
There's also, I think, a fish concert this weekend.
There is.
Something.
And as always, whenever we're in a city of large size, there are, even though we're here for one event over the weekend, there will be lots of shenanigans, lots of unexpected happenings.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm ready. Not really, actually.
No, you seemed unready.
I'm probably the most unready.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to share why, because I was dealing with a lot of police.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you were.
So just hang on for that story, because
It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah, yesterday we were hanging out together. We could say that.
Yeah, we were hanging out together at the shore.
Yeah, Sam and I visited you guys. It was
So-
a good time.
yeah,
Went
so-
sailing with Dan.
Went sailing with Dan. So we do have a lot to talk about, but
Yeah.
we wanted to do a little intro here outside on the streets. Our goal is not to record in the hotel room because that's boring.
It's very boring.
Another goal is to eat a hot dog.
Yes. Do you mean like at the stadium or like in the streets?
If they have it at the stadium, then at the stadium.
Okay.
And another one is...
It would be nice to, I think, just interact with the crowd maybe on this podcast.
Yeah.
Something like that. We'll
Okay.
see.
More crowd
We'll get up to
interaction.
some shenanigans.
Yeah.
We don't really know yet.
We need things to work toward
Yeah.
and focus on. Something that already happened. Should we talk about Hunter Woodhall being DQ'd?
Yes.
Because this just happened, like, as we were getting to the city. We found out that Hunter Woodhall, who runs the 400, got DQ'd because apparently he uses a foam block
Yeah.
to start, because with his two prosthetics, it sets him up higher off the ground. So you can't really like fully bend over like that to reach the ground for a typical start.
Yeah.
So he uses this foam block on one side. He used it in the races yesterday. He was not DQ'd. He raced with it during the Prefontaine Classic recently. And now all of a sudden they decided 30 minutes before the race, the final, that is illegal technology that you're using.
I love how a foam block is called technology.
Yeah, something like that. But it's illegal.
Yeah.
We are deciding that you can't use it. And so what Hunter did was, even though he knew he was probably going to get DQ'd, he used it anyway, because his whole thing is he, wants to fight for what's right. And in his opinion, for adaptive sports, that needs to happen. Like, you have to let them do what they need to do to compete at their best. And the fact that they reviewed the rule book, like Hunter and his coaches and stuff, and there was no rule or anything for or against a foam block at the starting. So it's really interesting. I'm not sure what's going to come about it.
So does that mean he can't compete the rest of the weekend?
No, he just got it just means that his results for that race don't count.
Okay.
So even though he got first place, even though it was a great time and everything, it just doesn't count. So,
right. Okay.
And he knew that would probably happen, but
Yeah.
well, I forget what I was going to say about that. It's just like a bummer to start out the...
Yeah, it's a bad way to start.
Yeah.
It's a bad way to start.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, and also, like, if they saw him training with it, like, why wouldn't someone come up and be like, yeah, you probably shouldn't be using this?
Right. Why did they let him race in the heats and not disqualify him or warn him yesterday? Why 30 minutes before the race? So he can't even figure out another way to do anything.
Right.
Boo. Figure it out. That's what I have to say.
Right. The other thing was the mayor gave away 500 tickets to New York City people.
The mayor of New York City, not the mayor that I'm going to talk about later.
Not the LBI mayor. Different mayor.
Yeah, so 500 tickets, and I think it was in partnership with New York Road Runners, and what was the other one? It was like
remember.
it was a partnership. They somehow made it happen. They got 500 tickets that they could give away for free. So
Yeah, which is awesome because apparently some tickets, we looked it up, were like
some tickets are really expensive.
Hundreds of dollars. Like
the baseline for one day, and it might even be split up with morning and evening, is $45. That's like the very minimum that you can get. Probably a horrible seat.
Yeah.
Behind a pole.
Yep.
In full sun.
Yep.
And then there's ones that are like $120, $500, and it goes up to $1,500. So, and hey, you know what? People are out here paying. Also, I just want to complain. I'm going to start off with a complaint. This stadium that we're going to on Randall's Island, one of the most inconvenient places you can possibly get to.
It's not only that it's an inconvenient spot, but to travel a mile in this city is miserable.
Yeah.
So it's like inconvenient, but on top of that, it's very difficult to travel.
Yeah, an Uber will take like 40 minutes, and the train's going to take like 43 minutes.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
And walking is an hour and 15.
Right.
So
we're going to have lots of adventures getting there and back. But tonight we're going to have dinner with Business Regan. So we'll give you a little update on how she's doing.
We haven't seen her in a while.
We haven't seen her in so long.
Yeah.
I think that's it. That was a long intro. I thought we were going to talk for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, we're at a nice hotel. Room's nice, decorated weird as usual.
Yeah.
Elevator is absolute trash.
Ass.
You push the button, and guess what? It tells you elevator 1. You push the button, literally a second later, it tells you different elevator.
And then you get on whatever elevator
3,000 people are on
it. You can barely fit on.
Yeah.
It's going to be a challenge. But you know what we're good at? Challenges.
We are good at pivoting.
Pivot pals.
Couple of pivot pals.
But we're on the 21st floor, so we can't really pivot to the stairs. So we will be using the elevator.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
We're just getting started. We'll check in a second. I think that's it.
I love New York City that you could just podcast on the street like this.
No one cares.
No one cares. Some people like wave to the camera. They don't know what it is.
No.
But for the most part, you're invisible, and I love being invisible.
Yes.
I
great.
also love when people honk.
This is
when I'm trying to
the
talk.
city of honks.
Yeah.
And that.
Whoop.
Whoop. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Whoop.
That's the sound of New York.
Oh, Regan was just moved.
Uh-oh.
So I think it's
filling
getting serious in there. Uh-oh. Okay. Lock in.
Yes. Podcast time.
Podcast time. Lock in with us, folks.
Yeah. So we have arrived on Randall's Island. Is it Randall Island or Randall's? Does he have one island or multiple?
I don't know if it matters, but we're at Icahn Stadium. And
Okay.
It's not ICON, it's ICAHN.
Yeah.
And I think there's a naked statue of
A discus
Icahn.
thrower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're sitting in the shade. So I'm immediately in a good mood.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Nice bench. It's curved nicely.
Yeah. So where are we? We slept.
We slept.
Let's get the lay of the land in terms of our mental health.
Yeah. We had dinner with Regan last
Yep.
night.
Great time. We slept. We ate a hearty breakfast.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Still not hungry, but we're going to eat anyway, so we
Yes,
don't go
we have
downhill.
to. Yep.
We got to see Hunter. Oh, I'm going out of order.
Yeah, we got our credentials.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Take it back a notch.
We got our credentials. It was at like the firehouse or something,
It was
training facility.
Literally the FDNY,
Training, wherever.
Something.
I feel like the firefighters are birthed there.
Yes, that's the womb
Yes.
of the New York City firefighters.
Yes.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And it was also part museum. They had historical
it was really
artifacts
cool.
there. And then there's just also legit firefighters walking around. And we were just allowed to be in their presence without
Yes.
a fire.
Yeah.
And they were really cool.
They were like celebrities. They all had cool New York accents.
Yeah. They were like learning to do these techniques on the fire truck, and we were like joking with them and they didn't hate it.
Yeah.
But so one awkward thing,
Yeah.
probably one of many, when it involves me, it's just a string of awkward events. And I can't help that.
Yeah.
This one I didn't even bring on myself. We're like after you get your picture taken
For credentials.
for the
media
credentials,
pickup.
like your little thing that you wear on the lanyard.
Yeah.
You go down and it comes out of the printer, and they see like your name on there and what you're doing, what your media, what's your business being here, basically.
Right. What are you here for?
I think because they're curious, and they laminate it and they put the little hole in it.
Yep.
Well, as mine's coming out, this guy is like, "You're Mrs. Space Cadet?"
Yeah,
and
he
I
sounded very confused.
Yeah, and I just with a serious face was like, "Yes." And he's like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, it's like my internet personality. Like, don't you have one of those?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to like play it off.
Yeah.
But then the guy with him was straight up from Italy.
From Italia.
From Italia.
Yep.
Italiano, pasta, meatballs.
Yep.
Said, "What is a space cadet?" So not only am I trying to explain my internet persona alter ego, but now I'm having to explain what a space cadet is to an Italian person.
Yes, and you asked him about his persona.
Yeah, he does not have
one. It was confusion all
I
around.
was just saying, I just wanted to say, can you just give me, can I get out of here? Because
right. Give me my pass, please. I need to go.
I'm uncomfortable, and I know that I don't make sense. Nothing
right.
makes sense, and that's the point of it.
And then they were
smells like dog poop. I don't like it.
Yeah, it was fine until we sat down. And it's not just dog poop. It's like maybe toilet.
Oh, toilet, like a
porta potty. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, anyway, so when we got here to the stadium, then we knew that we wanted to see Hunter Woodhall because he was, like we already explained, he got DQ'd before the 400 meter for using the foam block.
Yep.
So we were really curious what he was going to do today. He ended up not using the block, so he stood a little more upright to start, which is a very much a disadvantage when everyone else can like push off from lower.
Yes.
And he still won.
Yep. He won his heat.
He won his heat. He could have won by more, probably.
Yeah.
And what really annoyed me is the announcer, when they were announcing his name as they're going down the start list, he's like, "Hunter Woodhall was DQ'd yesterday because he..."
Yeah, while he's on the track, by the way, getting ready for his race.
He's literally about to race.
Yeah.
Within minutes, seconds. And he's like, even though he was warned not to use this, he did it anyway. And there is rule I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah, that's what
he's
he said,
like,
yeah.
T56182 in the rule book states that you cannot use technology, mechanical something, or whatever. And he's going into all this detail, and I'm like, is this real life?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just say Hunter Woodhall?
We're excited to see him.
Paralympic
gold medalist.
favorite and gold medalist and literal A-list celebrity.
Yeah.
I thought that was so weird.
It was weird. I feel like they like to play into like the little drama.
I guess, but I've never. So, for example, when Fred Curley in one of his races has false starts and then he like gets pit or walks off, the next time they introduce Fred Curley, they're not saying last time Fred Curley raced he had false starts
exactly.
and it was not good, and then he claimed that this and this. Like, I just thought it was so weird and awkward. And I love how Regan like cut the guy off and just started screaming and cheering for Hunter, because you could see him on the screen. He was like trying to
pump up the crowd. Yeah.
So we just followed her lead.
Classic.
I thought that was a bad move by the commentator, and I'm sure it wasn't his.
He probably has a script.
He probably has a script and he had to read it. But as Hunter Woodhall says, do what's right, and I don't think that was right.
Is that a direct quote from him?
I might have. What's that called? Like you paraphrase.
Paraphrase, yeah.
I might have paraphrased that. Speaking of Woodhalls, though, Tara is going to run the hurdles, the 100-meter hurdles today. And if you follow the Woodhalls or Tara on social media, you've been seeing her train at the hurdles. And when I first started seeing this, like her warming up, doing the hurdle warm-up, I was like, I don't know, maybe that's what they do for the jumping far thing that she does.
Yeah.
They might warm up their hips with the hurdles. But then I started seeing her practice racing the hurdles. She's fast.
Yeah, this is not the first time she's doing it, right?
Right.
So
But in the
It's the first time that we're seeing it.
First time we're seeing it in person, but also it's her first outdoor championships doing it.
Okay.
So technically it is a first.
Right.
And
That's
I'm
cool.
excited
I'm
to
excited
see
to
it.
see it.
I
What
think
time
it's
is that? We don't want to miss that.
Lewis is on the prowl, Regan said.
Okay, we got to
He's looking for me, probably.
Yeah, he misses you. It's been a while. Lewis is the NBC commentator, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Lewis.
The other thing we wanted to say was we like how some people celebrate. There's like classic celebrations that some people do.
Yes.
And I respect it. Like the one that we see a lot is like the fist in the air and
But
like a little quick pump.
A little quick pump, but your fist is kind of like it's chin level. It's not up in the air like fist pumping.
It's just like a little like it's a humble like yes.
Yeah. And one of the para runners did it after his on-field interview.
Yeah.
And it was on, the big screen so we could see it. And it was just like this subtle little like, yeah. And I just thought, we kind of said to each other, I don't think we'll ever accomplish something that would warrant doing that.
Yeah. But
it looks so satisfying. And so what if...
We need to incorporate it more into our daily
lives. Like, didn't get diarrhea today.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And do the move.
Ate some vegetables, your stomach doesn't hurt.
Didn't cry at work today.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think I'm going to start doing that.
Are there some other ones that you think like were good?
The ones that are like...
Yeah, I like the little
two pumps to the chest.
Yep, those are good.
Another classic one could be like elbow back, like yes.
Yeah, what would you do though if you had to pick one? Like realistically, I think I would probably like clap.
I would do the Jersey Shore fist pump, I think.
I think I'd probably do like one of these.
Oh yeah, as you're walking away, kind of like head down, humble, but like clapping.
Exactly, clapping for myself.
I could picture that. Yeah. Let us know in the comments on Instagram what you guys would do. What's your
go-to
celebration move that you're gonna start doing in your everyday life?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get road rage today.
Yeah, I don't know how acceptable the clapping is like in an office setting.
But you could
do the fist pump.
Oh, and there's Tara. She's doing some kind of
warm up in her little
move.
frilly.
Yeah,
frilly
she has
shirt.
frills. She has tassels.
Tassels, that's the word.
She is one of those athletes that is so charismatic in how she acts and interacts with people, but also her style.
Mm-hmm.
Her
Does
presence.
she have a stylist, you think?
We should ask.
Or does she pick it out?
I have a feeling she styles herself.
I feel that way as well, but she's also at the level where she could have a stylist.
Yeah, because you know what? She can't waste her brain power on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she could pick her own clothes, but she needs to be probably like visualizing her next jump or something.
Yeah.
So someone can just take care of that for her.
Right. Okay. The other thing was about the wheelchair racers. Do you want to talk about that at all?
I want to talk about the wheelchair racers.
The 1,500 meter wheelchair racing.
Yeah, you wanted to talk about the distinction between two of the classes.
Right, because we were noticing like there's different classifications racing together.
Yeah, which is different in para sports. It's usually all the same classification and they race against each other. But this, for example, 100 meter, Hunter, a double amputee, was racing against someone with cerebral palsy.
Right.
So they're all different classifications.
Yeah.
Racing at the same time.
Right. So for the wheelchairs, there was T53 and T54.
Yeah.
So T53 is no abdominal or spinal muscle function. Athletes cannot lean forward or lift their torso autonomously.
Yeah.
T54 is partial to normal trunk control. Athletes can actively use their core to assist in pushing and stabilization.
Right.
So like it's subtle, but I think it's important to note the difference there.
Yeah. Also, there were supposed to be, for the visually impaired runners, there were supposed to be two classifications running against each other. One is T11 and T12, I think. One of them is with a guide, one is without. The one with a guide did not start, so we didn't see that, but it was supposed to be mixed as well.
Yeah.
And the person The guy that won that heat, he ran the 100 meter in what, like 10:05?
Yeah, it was something like that. Yes.
Like Sha'Carri, who is speedball, is 10:07. I think that's
Right.
what she's arriving here. Like
Okay.
that's her time.
Yeah.
So,
Fast
but
is
you're
fast.
doing that, and they have to wear the blackout. They can't see anything. So just to make sure it's completely fair, they wear the things that make sure
That's
they
so
can't
crazy
see.
to me. It's like all muscle memory.
Yes, and
Yeah,
to be
it's
that
insane.
fast.
Yeah.
So
Fast is fast.
fast is fast.
There's only one more thing on my list, and it is that Regan does in fact, or has in fact, listened to Jay Shetty.
Yeah, her thing is, they are like he's like many other podcasts where the past few years he's had to have people on there that are a
Yes.
bit controversial, and then it gets kind of like you're lost in the weeds at that point. Like,
Yeah.
what do you even stand for? But I think she used to be business, and listen to that.
I know everyone was wondering.
Yeah, I know you guys were like, please, please let us know if she watches that.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it, right?
I don't
And
think that's it.
that was my whole list. And we've been filming your video, and we still have to complete that.
We're getting there. I feel like we're maybe like halfway through.
Yeah. We need to get a glizzy.
We need to get a glizzy. We need to eat the glizzy.
That's steps for the video.
And I'm looking forward to it because I think I'm getting a little hungry.
Yeah. Yep. It's important to always include a shot of a glizzy in your shot list because then it
Yes.
forces you to get a glizzy.
Yeah, which
You
is
know?
a great excuse to have a glizzy.
This is the city of glizzies.
And it's in the shot
Yep.
list, so you have to do it.
Yep. That's just a fact.
By the way, this is only day one.
Well, day one for us.
Yeah, we are. Oh, yeah. We're also here tomorrow. So
Yeah.
this is just the beginning, folks.
Yep.
Don't think we're even getting anywhere into the meat and potatoes.
Right. Stay tuned.
We've
All
only
excitement.
had the appetizer. Oh, and Regan's calling, and that means
Okay.
we're in trouble.
All right, we're turning this off.
Well, things have taken a turn, as they usually
They
do.
usually do, yes.
Let's explain where we are. First of all, we are not at the track meet.
Nope.
We are it's called Herald Square. It's just this tiny little triangle near, who cares, actually? We're in New York City.
Yep.
Everything, the vibe is some piss, some trash.
And then there's a little hint of waffles because there's this waffle spot.
There is. And pigeons everywhere, and I'm wearing my pigeon hat, so.
Right.
We're not at let's talk about why we're not at the meet, because we were supposed to go today. But here's the thing. Yesterday, unexpectedly, we got so much of what we needed, like for content.
Really? Is that necessary?
That's so annoying.
It's really annoying.
We got so much of what we needed for our content, for interviews, for USATF stuff, for the Dick's Sporting Goods video.
Yeah.
And it was a full jam-packed, especially afternoon, evening. We didn't even get to podcast after that.
We were there
but-
all day.
All day and into the evening.
Yep.
And because even after the meet is over, if you want an interview with any of the last events, people from the last events, you're waiting another at least hour after the event's over.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, we weren't expecting that to happen. We thought we were going to have to go. Is this real?
Hang on. It's going to be 12 times, most likely.
All right, so that was, I'm assuming, like a statue for the United Steelworkers Union of a bell with a bird on top, and they're like hitting the bell, like they're.
She's saying it'll happen every hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least next hour it's only one. She's like, yeah, probably not. Okay, so anyway, there's these guys. It looks like they're forging the bell. So when they hit the hammer on the bell, it rings.
Yeah.
We'll put the in the visual recap
Anyway,
or something.
let's
I don't
get back
even
to what
care.
we
yeah,
were
it doesn't matter. Because we got
We got all the content we needed yesterday.
yeah.
So that's why we're not there today, because the events don't start until 4.
Yes.
You have to leave tomorrow to LA.
I'm about to get my "it's time to check in for your flight" notification that always sends me over the edge.
Yeah.
I'm about to get that shortly, and it would be better use of our time to work on the video that's due tomorrow.
Or podcast.
Or podcast. Or
which I know some of you are thinking, why aren't you guys podcasting there? The events don't start till 4.
Right.
So we would have to just sit and wait for stuff to happen.
Yeah, so if they say they started at 11, we would be there.
Yeah.
We would be covering whatever and podcasting from there and then heading out early.
Right.
Also, I'll be honest, I kind of want to see my family before I leave on another trip.
How dare you?
I know.
How dare you?
I think everyone's going to understand.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We do have some updates, though, from yesterday.
Lots happened.
Yeah, so we have stuff to talk about.
Yeah, and because typically, we would have podcasted this as it happened, but it was so go, go, go.
Yeah, and it's not like an area where we can really set up the podcast and talk because there's so many people pushing in and out for the space.
Yes, they're setting up their tripods. There's not even a space for our tripod and podcast setup at all.
Yeah.
Even us just standing there. It was a little crazy in there. They did their best, but the thing is, yesterday they also had New York Magazine and something else set up to do these
take really cool
photos.
Pictures. Yeah,
they're doing what's it called? Profiles. Yeah, I think they
portraits.
Yeah, and so along with each athlete's story or interview, they're going to have their photo.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool to see that, but because of that, there wasn't a lot of room in there.
Yep.
And what we did was, if we saw someone coming through who we wanted, we basically took up a 1 square foot area.
The three of us, me, you, and Regan.
Yeah, we were just shoved together.
Yeah.
And we would try and pull that person.
Yep.
It was a little, and the other thing is, I felt like I was a little rusty.
We haven't done that in a while.
We haven't done that in a while.
I was rusty too.
Yeah.
Just coming up with questions and
Yeah, and also people that I wasn't expecting to interview or that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Regan was kind of pushing me to interview them, but at the same time, I think that's a little, sometimes I think it comes off as rude if I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
But also we get where Regan's coming from, business.
And we also don't want to ask oh, how was your race? That's
right.
the thing.
I don't even know if they won.
Right.
And sometimes
we're always trying to come up with weird questions.
Sometimes I can't tell the difference between a bronze medal and a gold. They look very similar to me.
They look very similar. They do.
And that's not my fault.
Yeah. Yep.
Where do we even start?
Okay. That's what I'm looking at.
There's something I'm really excited to say.
We were in the media section a lot of the time, but we would also go out into the stands.
Well, okay, there's the media section where you can set up your computers and work.
Yes, and there's the mix zone, I guess.
Yeah, there's a mix zone where you go to interview the athlete as they come off of their race. Right after they compete, they go through there.
Yeah.
And then there's also the stands where we were, because there were some really exciting races. Hunter's was one of them.
Yeah.
Tara's hurdles, that we really wanted to see live.
Right.
So we were in the stands. And what's really cool, Jay from USATF. And
he's the first time I met him.
First time I met him in person. We had a brief call a little while ago. And he is so good at what he does. And by the way, I don't know if his title is USATF. It could be World Athletics. I just can't remember right now. But he was so accommodating. Because a lot of times people like that are running the show, they don't have time to check in with.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're he literally had the mayor of New York City arriving.
Right. And he's over here how are you guys?
Yeah, are you guys doing okay? And he's we have wraps, some sandwiches and drinks in there.
Yeah. Which saved us.
Yeah, it did. And I just thought that was so nice. And I think they did a really good job working with what they had. They had some New York Roadrunners people also helping in the mix zone, which was nice.
Yep.
And so one of the things Jay did was he blocked off 3 seats for us. So you, me, and Regan, when we wanted to go in the stands, because sometimes we have to just sit somewhere and we're going to get kicked out. We're in someone's seat.
Yeah.
But he made sure we had 3 seats. We've never had that before, I don't think.
They're great seats.
And they were great seats, at the finish line.
Yeah.
And that was really impressive. However, what wasn't impressive, and actually what was the bane of my existence yesterday, was as soon as the sun started to hit us.
Yeah.
When we were in those seats in the shade,
I could be here all day.
the breeze was kind of going, and I'm like, wow, I'm dry.
I think I literally said, oh, it's such a nice day.
It's yeah, you did that to us, actually. It's because you said that.
Yeah.
And then the sun starts creeping up. It started touching our
hit my knees.
Once it hit my thighs, I think, and some of my torso,
Yeah.
I was dripping.
Yeah, once it was burning my knees, I could feel it.
Yeah,
I was like, I need to get out of here right now.
It was over for us.
I have 5 minutes.
The thing is, I start panicking, which makes me sweat worse.
Yeah, and you're trapped.
I feel like I can't get out.
Yeah.
And like the race that we're there for is going to happen in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But that 5 minutes, you're in hell. That's
Yeah.
what I feel like hell feels like.
Right.
It's just hot and no breeze.
Yeah.
Where did the breeze go when that sun came?
It said no thank you.
Yeah, it pieced out like we wanted to.
And what's fun is there's also a DJ playing blasting music, right?
Where?
During the thing. I think it was a DJ, right? Like the announcer.
Yeah, like
whatever.
when they play music between things.
Yeah.
Get
So
the
we're just like
crowd
waiting
riled.
for the event to happen.
Yeah.
Guys blasting music. And I was thinking like, this is the last song I want to hear, and it was Cotton Eye Joe.
Yes.
Don't play Cotton Eye Joe when I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's disrespectful when you think about it, because you're hot, you're irritated, you're panicking,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna hear. I
can't do it. I needed to get out.
Yeah, that's like by panic through the roof.
Yeah.
So we were trying to think of other, songs that are kind of disrespectful to play when people are fighting for their lives in the heat, and I think Lowrider.
Yeah.
Low rider, and then the dun, 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 shut the fuck up.
The thing is, these songs on their own, if they
Great.
come on in the car, I'm like,
Great.
oh, that's fine.
It's kind of a vibe. I
yeah,
like
but
it.
no. When I'm sweating, don't do it.
And don't do the cha-cha now, y'all. Do.
They did do that.
Anything that has like the little do.
Yeah. Any middle school dance song,
Yeah.
that's what they feel like, don't do it.
Play some classical music. Play
Yeah.
something calming.
Yeah. Or the opposite, like hardcore.
Yeah, because you're angry.
Yeah, you're angry.
And you can
it
let it
matches your
out.
energy,
Yeah.
So
It's almost antagonizing to play anything less.
right.
So one thing hasn't changed with us going to these events and being in media, and that is other media people just being rude.
Yes.
And this lady,
Not all of them.
No,
not all of
not
them.
all of them.
No.
And the other thing is, like, a lot of the behavior that might be taken as rude is because they are like locked in and they have 50 things that they need a photo for, an
Right,
interview,
they need to get something done.
soundbite, and so they're just like trying to get to what they're doing.
Yeah.
But there are other things where, like, when that lady came in and we were like in her area, quote unquote her area.
They're all public tables, right? People leave
first
their
come,
stuff
first serve.
there.
Yes, there's stuff all over these folding tables that are in a line
Yeah.
with chairs.
Yeah.
And so someone could have their laptop open there and their bag and their charging stuff and not be in there for 10 hours.
Right. We didn't see her the whole time.
Right. And so I had found like an empty space, one chair,
Yep.
and I put my stuff there. Somebody else came and moved my stuff and put their stuff there. You know what I did? Nothing, because I don't care.
It's not a big deal. Yeah.
It's really not a big deal. I don't own that space.
I think we need to wait for this siren. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so I don't own that space, nor does anyone else own it. It's just like sit down somewhere that you can find and work with what you have. But when this lady came in, we were kind of packing up anyway, I think.
We were ready to go. We were waiting for something to charge.
Yeah, we were waiting for something to charge. And she comes over and she's like, "This is my spot." And
But she was very confrontational about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, excuse me, like, I think this is my area,
Yeah, I have my stuff here.
Yeah, it was more of a, like, this is my stuff. How dare you?
Like, why are you sitting here?
Yeah.
Near my stuff?
Yeah.
And so, and I didn't really hear the confrontation part. I was just like, I could tell that she wanted to sit there. So I would just was picking up my stuff and I was going to move. But like, I think it's almost like the culture of that. The people there is that. It's almost like if you're polite, it's kind of weird.
She said something like, "You guys have food around my stuff," or something like that. She was mumbling that, like we were eating on top of her stuff, which we weren't.
And then she wiped up something that wasn't anything to wipe up.
Yeah,
she was like making a show of it.
Yeah, and I asked her, I was like, "You want me to like throw that out because we were leaving?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, at least someone has some etiquette around here."
Yeah, because she was hinting to Regan and I.
Either that or whoever left like the dirty napkin there.
Yeah, which was not us.
Which was not us, but she could assume that it was you.
Yeah. And you know what? If it was me, get over it.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a big deal either way.
You're just making a deal out of something that doesn't need to be. And if you're so busy that you have to be rude, then just go be busy.
Right.
Like, skip the rude part.
So, yeah. Everyone else, though, was nice, friendly.
Yeah, they're not nice or friendly. They just are. They're
existing. Everyone's trying to get their shots and get their content
exactly
and move on.
I think in the content area,
yeah,
I think people are more polite. If you are polite to them, like, "Oh, sorry, am I in your way?" They're very nice. If you say that to like someone in the media section, they're like, "Yeah." Or they look
the media,
at you
they're literally like on top of each other.
Yeah, or they look at you and they don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Anyway, it's just something that we live with, but I thought it would be interesting for people to hear.
Yeah, but I think what pissed everyone off was towards the end.
Oh,
you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Okay. Let me just like give a little backstory here because Tara was doing the...
Tara Davis-Woodhall.
Yeah, Tara Davis-Woodhall was doing the hurdles, which is like this year. She's usually long jump, and that's what she does. So yesterday was the 100-meter hurdle final. She did great. I think she got third or something. But she did not want to do interviews until after her long jump final because she wanted to be locked in. She probably knew people were going to like be like, "Oh, so why did Hunter do that?" Or how did it make you feel?
Yeah, how did you get DQ'd and how did it affect your race?
Yeah.
Do you think you can compete anymore? You know,
yeah,
like just mean stuff.
She knows better.
Yeah.
She knows what they're going to ask her. Yeah. And she knows, why let stuff like that get in her psyche before her main event.
Right.
And so when after her race, she like whipped through the mix zone.
Yeah, everyone's asking for an interview, by the way.
So they're
everyone's
like,
calling
Tara.
for her.
Everyone was telling like the volunteers there, like, we want to get Tara. And I didn't like see any of that. I just saw her come around.
Yeah.
She saw me and she was like, "Oh, this is the only interview I'm doing today."
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know if she was joking or what, but then I was like, "Wait, really?" And she's like, "Yeah, exclusive." And as this is happening, behind Mike, who's filming the video, I see all the media people setting up their tripods behind Mike. So they're like
trying to capture shots of her answering questions.
Yeah. So they're probably thinking, "Oh, she's going to answer something that we could use for our publication."
I couldn't pay attention because I was focused on you.
Yeah.
But I heard the scurrying and I felt the scurrying around me.
Yeah.
And I could tell people were annoyed.
And I'll tell you why they were annoyed.
Yeah.
Because I knew they wanted to ask her about her hurdles race.
Yeah.
And I literally said the words, "Let's skip the hurdles."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah."
Right.
And that's what people wanted to ask her about. And I literally said, "We're going to skip the thing that all these people want to ask you about."
Yeah.
And I'm asking her, like, "Do you have a stylist? And who picked the tassel coat for you?"
Right. You showed her your pull-ups.
I showed her my pull-up progress.
Yep.
Sounds like Bucky.
He does. He should not be breathing that way.
No. And she was like really excited. We're like jumping up and down, and these people that are like wanting a soundbite or some kind of quote, that is what they were left with.
Yeah.
And
I loved it. I ate it up.
I loved it. And maybe they should think, "Oh, maybe that's why she's getting to talk to Tara."
Right.
Because she's not being a bitch.
Right. That's important.
Maybe think about that.
There's also a right and wrong way to ask a question. Like if you're curious about her performance or whatever, there's a right way to ask it versus like positioning it in a way that's like, oh, well, because Hunter got DQ'd, maybe that's why you didn't get first.
Right.
Which is how they're asking questions. It's so crazy.
It's really crazy. And like I was asking her, what would your spikes say if I held the microphone up to them?
Yeah.
They don't want to hear that.
No.
They want to hear her be upset about something.
I would actually love to see someone try to clip anything from our interview and put it on there.
Yeah. Amazing. Let's skip the hurdles.
Yeah.
Stop, really?
Swear to God, I just walked through there and I was like, absolutely not.
Did we just get that on camera?
Exclusive, baby, exclusive. Only for you.
I love you so much. What would your shoes be saying if I held the mic up?
What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? And my feet are numb.
I say that a lot during the day to myself. Like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have to know. I mean, everyone's asking about running and everything. Do you have a stylist?
No. I mean, yes.
Stop.
Yes and no. Sarah, I love you. But then sometimes it's just me in the cut.
Okay, did Sarah pick your tassel outfit today?
No, she didn't, but Nike did.
Okay.
Nike custom made that for me, one of one. It's the like Aero Speed, so it's really cool.
Super fancy.
Radical airflow.
Yes.
That.
I've been loving your hurdles content.
Thank you.
But last time we spoke, let's skip the hurdles.
Yeah.
Skip it right over now. Remember, I'm doing a pull-up.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm not ready to come to your house to show you yet,
Okay.
but I will show you how far I've gotten.
Okay, let's
I took
see
a
this.
screenshot. I'm like looking at the bar.
Wow.
I know.
You're almost there.
Last time I saw you, I bent my elbow like this.
Dude, you're
Yeah.
so close.
It was so close.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
I
Can you
can't
come over to
wait
my house and
either.
you're like, watch this, try to
Yes.
busting them out.
Yes.
Oh, man.
You're the best. Oh my gosh.
Love you so much.
Yeah, love you so much.
Bye, guys. Peace out wherever
I
y'all
have
are.
fun and stuff.
So yeah, she finished that interview and she just left, walked by the rest of the people, and
Yeah, I think people waiting to interview her. She's just like, nope.
it was very satisfying.
It was the most satisfying thing of my day.
Yeah.
I love Tara for that.
We also got to interview Hunter,
Yeah.
and to me, like you asked him a question at the end that wasn't even part of the original interview, which was about like how the announcer was kind of calling him out.
Yeah. Did we talk about that happening?
We talked about him getting DQ'd, but I don't think that we mentioned.
I
maybe
thought that we did.
Maybe we did.
If we didn't mention it, before Hunter raced in the last heat before the final, before they announced his name, they were like, Hunter Woodhall got DQ'd because he used a foam block, and
we warned him, and
he was warned, and he did it anyway. And according to section of the rule book,
I think we did talk about this. Yeah.
And so I asked him after his final, when he was accepting interviews, I asked him like, hey, what was with that, the announcer? And he goes, yeah, like calling me out like that right before my race.
Yeah.
So he picked up on that.
He was
too.
aware. Yeah.
Yeah. They can hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like, is someone so locked in that they don't even pay attention to the announcer?
Yeah. I would think that.
Yeah, but he was very much aware of that, and I asked like, did you run on anger?
Mm-hmm.
Or I said hate, but I don't think he hates.
No.
When they introduced you the last one,
Did they call me out like that?
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
Did you run on hate?
I was pretty mad.
Yeah.
I was pretty frustrated. But honestly, like, you know what? Like, there's a whole stadium of people, there's thousands of people online talking about, like, parasport. And I'm like, dude, hells yeah. Totally worth it. Like, totally worth it.
Like you said, do the right thing.
Yeah, do the right thing, and I'm like, I'd do it again.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about it.
And that's why everyone loves you.
Yeah, I just, like, I don't know. My coach and my team, they said the same thing, so I don't gotta wonder what other people think. Like my core group of people, I think
Me included.
so. Hopefully we'll see the rule change, right?
Yeah.
And then it'll be like totally worth it.
There you go. All right, see ya. But I think he did say it was like it pushed him or something like that.
Yeah, it motivated him a little bit. He ended up getting gold in that event.
Naturally.
And when you were interviewing him, A couple things. One, you had him jump for your video.
Yeah.
He jumped like 15 feet minimum.
Yeah, the thing is, like, right after his race, he was like, he had to kind of lean on me for balance because he had just finished and it's like, it's in a tight space there.
It's exhausting.
Yeah. And it's, so I didn't want him to feel like he had to like jump. I just meant like a little like silly
little
celebration,
hops. Yeah.
like tiny little hops.
Yeah.
And when he started to do that, he was in the air.
Yeah.
Like feet above me.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, and posing in the
His
air.
His head left the camera.
Yeah, it was really funny. It was a good interview, fun interview. The Woodhalls always can just riff.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they're some of my favorite people to interview. Also Chase.
Yeah, you interviewed Chase. Yeah, she's great.
But so Hunter, I forget how I was holding his medal.
I think you were making a noise with it or something.
Oh, we were like
clanking
it.
Yeah.
And so I was holding it, and we went through with the interview, and afterward I was like, oh wait, I'm still holding this. I was holding his chip, like the timing chip, and the medal in my hand, and I was like, oh shoot, like, and he was already interviewing with someone else.
Yeah.
So I had to go up and be like, oh, I didn't realize I still have this.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I still have your championship gold medal.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I just need the chip because I have to give it to this person. You keep that. And I was like, haha. So I was still holding it.
Yeah.
But then he was like, no, seriously.
Yeah, multiple times he was like, no, like, I want to give it to you. It's yours. You can keep this medal.
Yeah, and then I kept standing there. I'm like, no, I think I can't. Because I feel like he's going to get in trouble or something like that.
Yeah.
Also, like stolen valor or something.
Right. Stolen valor is a big thing, but I was concerned he was going to get in trouble somehow.
Yes. And I didn't want to be connected to that or the reason that he gets in trouble.
Yeah.
And he was like, seriously? Like, you think, or he was like, did you get in trouble? That's what he asked me. I'm like, no, but you might.
Right.
So
and he doesn't care.
Yeah. Finally, he's like, okay. And he took it, but I think he was really fine with me having it. I can have it.
I do need this chip though.
Oh, you can have the chip. I have the medal.
Yeah, that's your medal. I'm not kidding.
That's solid.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It did any
Again,
of that?
made everyone jealous.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes, because I'm walking around wearing it, waiting for him to finish other interviews.
Yeah. We also talked to Lewis briefly.
Yes.
Lewis is the NBC sports announcer, commentator. He's the guy that runs on the field and like talks to the athletes after.
Yeah, like during the Olympics even. When after an athlete competes, Lewis is the one having the interview directly after with them, like while they're still out of breath and everything. He's such a good interviewer. He's so professional. There's a reason that he does what he does. But last year in Eugene, I interviewed him because we couldn't help but notice all of
2 years ago.
Oh, maybe 2 years ago. We couldn't help but notice all of his little colognes and
sprays
oils and
scents.
sprays that he had lined up at his station. And so I interviewed him about that, and it was a great interview. But this year, I didn't know if he remembered me or if he was being polite.
Yeah.
So when I asked, like, oh, what are your scents? And he's like, oh, well, I have two, this and one oil. And he goes, like I said before. I was like, oh, so you do remember? He's like, of course I remember.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if we'll put that audio in or something.
Yeah,
but
maybe, yeah.
He
was excited. He said he remembered that because no one had ever asked him that question before.
Yeah.
So he'll always remember that.
Yes, yeah.
And that's
I
important.
love that.
Yeah.
It made me feel good.
Listen, you have to have the sense. I told you before, you got to have that. Couple of different colognes, lotion, oil, so that when you're talking to the athletes, they smell something aromatic, inviting, refreshing, not repulsive.
You smell great. So you do remember our interview.
I do. Oh, I remember. I don't forget that. Because nobody ever asked me what I'm wearing or how many scents I have, so I always remember that.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Lewis.
All right, good to see you.
Nice to see you, too. Also, someone else complimented me when I was interviewing the plant.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I interviewed a plant that looked a little wilted, and then I watered it a bit, and I was like, I'm here to help. And then, I walked away, and the guy waiting for me to finish filming that was like, that was amazing. That was awesome. Like...
Yeah, he thought it was great.
I'm like, you
great
should
content.
Follow me around all the time. That's what we do.
He was in like a linen suit.
Yeah, I think he was important.
He seemed important.
Speaking of important, we also met a sports agent.
Yeah.
For Aliyah Armstrong, and she won the 400-meter women's hurdle. Look at my brain all of a sudden work for a second.
It's clicking, yeah.
Whoa, that was weird.
He was cool.
Yeah, he was really cool, and we met her mom. But it was interesting to talk to. We usually don't get to talk to the agents of the athletes. They're the ones.
He kind of engaged with us. We were just standing there.
He said, "Who are you with?" Because I think he was looking. He knew maybe that Aliyah doesn't have a lot of exposure in the media. She has a great social media following. If you want to follow her on Instagram, she has 50,000 followers.
Yeah.
She does great. She's very.
It's so loud when it goes by like that.
So she bedazzles her spikes. She has rhinestones on her face. Oh wait, I didn't message Regan.
What did you say? What were you supposed to tell her?
That we chose this place.
Oh, she's still waiting? What were you saying? The manager or something? Her rhinestones on her spikes?
Yeah, and I think because maybe, I'm not sure if she got interviews through the mix zone or not, but she's won the gold medal.
Yeah.
So I think he was kind of looking out for her to, obviously part of his job is to get her as much exposure as he can. And it was interesting to see that side of things, the agent side of things.
Yeah.
They're running the show. They're the ones getting the contracts and everything.
Yeah.
Big shots.
Yep. It was just him and her mom there as her support group, I guess.
Yep. And her mom is technically a certified coach. She got her certification so that she can go to these events and be on the coach's side.
Yeah.
But she said she also has a real coach, but she's not emotional, but almost like a sports psychologist in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, other athletes have sports psychologists that are probably extremely expensive.
Yeah.
She has her mom, and I think that's great.
It is great. I think event-wise, we said it all, at least on our list.
Oh, we got through that? Oh, at the event.
At the event.
Yeah.
Yeah, we closed down the shop. We were I feel like they were packing up as we were done.
Yeah. And then getting an Uber was mayhem.
Forget about it.
Mayhem. Mitch and Chase were out there for... Their Uber canceled on them 6 times. Because the thing with Randall's Island is when you are they get to this certain point where they can't get over the bridge, and they're just I'm not doing this. I'm going to be here. Everything's completely stopped.
Right. It's going to waste a lot of their time for other pickups.
Yeah. So the Ubers just keep canceling. But speaking of Chase and Mitch, when we were going down to interview Chase after she won gold, naturally, that's what she does.
Yeah.
In shot put. We saw Mitch arguing heatedly.
Mitch is her husband?
Yeah. Mitch is her husband.
I don't know if the audience knows
and
that.
also her strength and conditioning coach. And he's British.
Yep. That was good.
Yeah, thank you. And he was in a heated argument with this security guy in the stands. And I think it was because Chase has to, during her throws, she has to talk to him because technically he's one of her coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And so Mitch would be down there at the bottom of the stands, and the security guy was like, you can't stand here, this has to be cleared out. And Mitch is saying I'm just blah blah blah, and he was pointing and yelling, and I was like, oh my god.
You interrupted him and gave him a hug in the middle of
I was like cool it or something, just joking, and he goes, oh hello.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're gonna go interview Chase.
They're such characters.
They really are.
Yeah.
But so when one of the second things I said to Chase was hey, just so you know, Mitch got in an altercation in the stands.
I love the word altercation.
Yeah, it's
good. Yeah.
I wound her up a bit.
I love that.
Yeah. She thought I was joking, and she was and I'm like, no fists were thrown, but they were heated. They were screaming and pointing at each other.
I love it.
And then I got in trouble afterward because we saw them waiting for their Uber, and Mitch was like, how dare you?
Yeah. I still haven't I feel formally met them.
I know, because it's always
it's always
in
quick
passing.
in passing. Yeah.
I know.
And I think Dan was with you when you guys filmed that episode with her.
Dan was there for like the early chase days.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, but now they are back. Like they live in the U.S. now.
So we should go over.
So we're gonna go there. We're gonna meet their pigs.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna train with them.
That's a good idea.
I just want to go to all these athletes' houses, their personal residences.
Yeah.
And just do a pull-up.
Snoop around.
Just do a pull-up in front of them and then leave.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So after that, we get back to the hotel. Immediately wanted to shower.
Yes.
We didn't want to do anything else.
Nope.
But shower and hydrate.
Yeah.
We got some food. Mm-hmm. And guess what, guys? We were watching TV.
Yeah.
And not just TV. We ended up watching a juggling contest.
On our new, hopefully, partner station, ESPN Ocho.
Or competitor. It's one of the two.
Yeah, we don't know if they're a competitor or a partner.
Or potential partner.
Yeah.
It was professional juggling in a way that I've never seen before in my life.
Well, first of all, we didn't know there was professional juggling.
At this point, I feel like there's professional everything.
Yeah.
But
so to me, a professional juggler is someone who goes to a party or an event and they get paid to juggle. That's a professional juggler.
Yeah.
What we're talking about is competitive juggling.
That's right. That's the right word.
So there is, for example, when you watch, let's say, so loud. The thing is, I want to explain the judging, but I don't, so for the Olympics, is there that in gymnastics, like the measurement of the music and they have to be on beat like that? There's
no,
not?
so like, remember Guitar Hero? Did you ever play Guitar Hero or like DDR?
Oh, yes.
And like the notes are coming at you and you have to hit the notes at the right time.
Yeah.
That's what it was like, but for the tricks that they were doing. So there's like a music bar coming towards them. Mm-hmm. And then it'll be like 363.
Yeah, five up 360.
Yeah.
Which means throwing all 5 balls up in the air and spinning around.
But you have to nail that trick at that exact time in the song.
Yes.
To get the full points.
And it's fractions of a second that you have to be on.
Yeah, and they have a way to monitor it, and it's like minus 0.1.
Yeah.
if he misses it. And it's in real time, you're seeing the score.
Yeah, as it's happening.
Which is awesome, because usually you don't see the score until after the thing is being judged.
And you see the trick coming up.
Yes.
So it's coming down the screen, and you're like, oh, here comes the pretzel.
So you get to be involved in seeing if he's hitting the trick.
Yeah, and you get to see what the pretzel looks like.
Yeah.
And did he hit it on time?
We were enthralled by this.
I couldn't stop watching it. There were also, they did balls, they did rings, and then they did clubs. So each specific,
What?
The battery.
Oh, no. Sorry, camera died.
Okay, so I was saying that they do balls, rings, clubs. They have a separate choreography for each one. There were 2 people competing from the U.S.
Yeah.
Spencer was our favorite from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And what the other interesting thing is, immediately after they finish their choreography, they're sitting with the announcers at the table being interviewed.
Yeah, it's like within seconds.
Like, so at track and field, it's like they finish the race and, maybe 10 minutes later, they're going through the mix zone.
Yeah.
This is, you finish, the
guy's still out of breath sitting there being asked questions.
He walked from the stage to the thing right in front of them.
Yeah, it obviously is not like a huge sporting event, so I feel like they're able to do that.
Yeah.
But it was in Paris, and it looked like a gymnasium, like an auditorium.
Yes, yeah. And the thing is, I was like, oh, we have to go to that. Is that financially conducive of us to do? No, absolutely not. But
No.
I do want to somehow cover competitive juggling. It was I can't get over how mesmerizing it was. And if you're thinking, oh, I wouldn't be interested in that, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
I actually challenge you to watch ESPN Ocho when they have competitive juggling.
And we just happened to fall upon that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got lucky with that.
It'll change your life.
I think the rings were my favorite because they were moving them in 2 different planes.
Yeah, it was really satisfying to watch. And we were talking about how those like little games filled with water when you push the button and you have to get the rings
yeah,
on
like floats.
the thing. Yeah, that's what it
felt
was like. And I didn't want to do anything else except watch competitive juggling.
So shout out them.
Yeah. Shout out Spencer from Texas.
Do you want to do your tea time?
Oh, yeah. Erin's tea time. Okay.
Unrelated to all of
This
this.
is completely unrelated to everything, including sports.
Yep.
But for the last couple weeks, I've been updating everybody on that ginormous monstrosity house that's being built illegally, pretty much, allegedly, at the end of the block at the shore.
Yeah.
Now, nobody likes this guy. He's rude. He's pushy. He gets what he wants because he's rich. This house spans 3 lots.
Right. This is maybe the 4th time we've talked about it on this podcast.
Just in case anyone missed those episodes.
Yeah.
So, recently, we had the police show up. Wait, am I going in order here? It started with the police showing up, right, to our houses.
Yeah, because you had already talked about. Yeah, that's the right order. Yes.
Oh, I was I had to go somewhere. I don't remember what I was doing, but I had to go back to Pennsylvania for something for work. Dan was somewhere. My mom had to run to the store. So it was basically my 12-year-old daughter and my dad at the house. I start getting these text messages that the cops are there. So I get a message from our neighbor that cops are going like door to door questioning who has these tiny little sailboats. If you know what a sunfish sailboat is, it's the tiniest thing. Like you can't even fit 2 people on.
Basically a kayak.
Yeah, it's kind of like a kayak with a sail in a way.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
It's the smallest sailboat you can be on. You can like pull it up on a beach like a paddle board.
Right.
And the cops were like, we need to know whose these boats are down at the bay.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually took my daughter out of the house, told her to come down to end of the street and tell them whose sailboats
Which
they
is
were.
so insane. I didn't think police could do that.
It's so inappropriate. They're like allowed to do that if there's, someone got like murdered or, oh my God, we have a pigeon friend. And, there's an emergency. This was not an emergency.
Yeah.
And so I get back from this, being in the car for 5 freaking hours. I'm stressed as hell because I have like all this stuff coming up. And I find out that the cops had been there. Everyone's like all stressed out trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Not long story short, but they basically said the boats have to be moved or we're going to remove them and we're going to fine you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no, that's not, they're ill-informed. And what do you know, a cop comes back that same night, and this is like as a lightning storm was approaching.
Yeah.
And he goes, you need to get these boats off of the out from the bay area down there. And again, so we're going to find you. And I said, for what? And he goes, well, there's an ordinance.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, which one? And he goes, look it up. When I tell you
the cop really told you to look up the
he said,
ordinance?
look it up. So when I tell you that triggered me so bad, and in my head, I was like, I'm going to look up stuff that you wish I would not be looking up.
Yeah.
And I am going to come after you. This is so inappropriate. We have had boats down there since my mom was a toddler. There have always been these little boats down there and moored in the water, okay? So we're like, at this point, we're like, wait a second, who's coming after us?
Who's poking us right now?
And so one of the cops said, oh, the mayor is on a tear about boats being down there. And I'm like, he can totally be on a tear if it is against some kind of ordinance or whatever. So then they start claiming, oh, well, that's borough property and we can't have boats down there. So then I start looking at maps. I'm on the DEP website. I find this like New Jersey public trust doctrine. I am like in it deep because I refuse to let them win. So basically our house turns into like this town hall. Every like couple hours, everyone's coming over from the street. Like, what the heck is going on? There's a couple like legal professionals also.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of like helping to give advice, not legal advice, but So I start drafting this official letter of complaint, explaining why these ordinances that we could look up don't apply to this situation. I also contacted the DEP and saying that they took away our access to the bay, which is illegal in the state of New Jersey. And I also cited a court case that was ruled in the favor of us, like people like us. And I also had a heated conversation at the borough when I dropped off the letter of complaint.
And this is all like the day before of this.
Yeah, it spanned like 3 days, and it really came to a head the day before I had to leave for New York City.
Yeah.
And so I'm stressed out. I had stress diarrhea all night the first night.
Yeah.
I did not sleep at all.
That's crazy.
You know, like that painful, it's like severely painful, and it happens in the middle of the night, and it's because you had extreme stress during the day. That happened. And then the next day I'm out there, the cops said they'd come at 10. They were there at 7 to like say they're getting the boats, and they're pulling the ramp, like the walking ramp down there. And so I didn't even get a chance to like put sunscreen on or anything. We had this standoff with the police for 5 freaking hours. I was so sunburned and dehydrated already because I had diarrhea all night. And I'm just like pouring
sweat. So you were
sweat
standing out there with the cops for 5 hours?
In the sun for 5 hours. And eventually the chief of police came.
Wow.
Yeah. And
all over just these two.
These little puny boats that are pulled up on the sand because we constantly go out in them. It's like a daily thing multiple times a day. And so, okay, so then I'm still arguing, and we're like, you don't have a case here. I have pictures from decades ago of these boats here. There's no ordinance and all this stuff. Then they try and say that we're going to escalate this to the DEP. And I said, in my mind, great idea.
Do what you want.
And I already did that.
Yeah.
Against you guys. I have a nice friend at the DEP now after like dealing with this, and she's very helpful. But my point in saying that is they've just been like trying to bully and threaten and like all this stuff. Like, you're gonna get fines. You're gonna.
And we don't know where who reported it.
Yeah, so that when I went to the borough hall to drop the letter off, I was like, by the way, a lot of concerned people on the street are wanting to know who filed this complaint, because it has like upended all of our lives.
Yeah.
We have kids, people are working. I missed meetings because of this. I had to try and reschedule. Parents are missing like their kids' swim meets because we had to like stand guard at the freaking end of the street. And the other thing is, you might be like, why didn't you just move them? Because then it's going to be another thing. And we think it's coming from this house at the end of the street. They don't want riffraff.
Yeah.
Allegedly. They don't want riffraff down there.
Right.
They think
because
that
it's never been a problem until this year.
Yes, and that's why we're assuming.
You're pushing back.
Yeah. And so I told her, I said, we're going to file because I'm a lawyer, Esquire now, apparently, we're filing a public request.
Open public records.
A public records request.
Yeah.
And to find out who filed this complaint, because at this point it feels like harassment, the amount that the cops have been there and just like pushing. So it must be someone important, because we have a chronic A-list complainer on our street who files complaints all the time, and they're never dealt with. They're never dealt with the urgency that this has been dealt with. So we want to know who it was. And she goes, well, if it was something that we had on paper or some kind of thing that I could print out for you, we would do that. But someone just opened the door and yelled in the complaint and that they wanted to stay anonymous.
Yeah, to me, if that's actually what happened, they would not have taken it serious.
Right.
So
it's all BS. It's all the mayor already has issues with us for some reason. I don't freaking know. Call the mayor.
Call him.
Like, I don't care anymore. But that's where we're at. And by the way, this saga has not ended.
No.
It's just that I'm here working, and everyone doesn't want to bother me with it until I'm back.
Which is tonight.
Tonight. So I'm like,
yeah,
a little tense. There's a lot to be worked out. Just how about maybe leave us alone? I don't know.
That would be nice.
You have too much time and money on your hands that you need to deal with someone's tiny little boats to teach their kids how to sail.
It's not even like there's a lot of foot traffic there or something.
Not
it's like
at
just
all.
the people on the street.
It's a dead end street.
Yeah.
It's a control. They want control.
I think, yeah, that's all it is. Okay. That was a good tea time. That was a juicy update.
Thank you. We forgot to mention something that happened on our way on our way back to the hotel after the event last night.
Yeah, I feel like this is something that just happens in the city often anyway, and I think it's just an attention thing where guys just like rev their engines. But yesterday there was like maybe 8 or 9 motorcyclists.
Yeah.
And we were stuck in like Times Square in an Uber.
Yeah, it was just stopped traffic completely. We were barely moving.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just a regular engine to rev. These engines were like maxed out. No, probably muffler. It was just like the loudest. It sounded almost like gunshots.
The ones that like pop. Yeah. Yeah.
And we were in the Uber with all the windows closed. And Mike, let's insert that audio because you ended up taking a video of it. So this is how loud it was inside the Uber.
Mm-hmm.
And so the really annoying thing is because we were just stopped in traffic, we couldn't get away from them. And this went on for like 10 minutes. Multiple lights. We all through Times Square, just like, and there were people everywhere. The sidewalks were slammed.
The kids on the streets are like closing their ears.
They had to hold their ears because when the sound is so loud, it like kind of hurts in there. But no, they don't care.
Yeah, I don't know why we're mentioning this. I just think it's interesting that like people don't have concern
human
or
decency.
Yeah, I don't know.
But also, I don't have a problem with someone doing that for a minute. This was not. It did not stop. There was smoke from the burning tires everywhere.
Yeah.
And it just was relentless.
It was bad.
Like imagine trying to have a conversation on the street.
Yeah, you didn't. If we were out there, I don't know. Well, it probably went into a store.
You couldn't get away from it. It was insane. Like, and the thing is, for what?
Fun.
Rev it a little bit and then stop.
Right, and you said in the video like you're not even doing a trick.
Yeah, do a wheelie.
If you're gonna do it.
If I'm gonna hear that sound, you better be doing a wheelie with your feet just on your hands on the handlebars. Yeah. It's very loser behavior.
You know what else is loser behavior?
Us.
Filming horizontally when you need to film vertically.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this just happened this morning. And I think yesterday we kind of explained that we'll be updating you guys about us completing this Dick's Sporting Goods video. So yesterday at the event was this whole part of the event footage, which we're using as B-roll. The other part of the video was me in the hotel room kind of acting like it's a confessional or like a documentary being filmed about being the unofficial official hype woman at a track and field meet.
Yeah.
So to do that, we just had to set the camera up on the tripod and I just had to stumble over my words for a half hour trying to
get the words right in the right order.
Get the words right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go through the whole script twice at least. And by the way, before I even started filming, I was like, oh, shoot, you can see all the way to the other side of the bed and everything behind me. So I spent all this time clearing out.
Yeah, making it look nice.
Yeah, so you didn't have anything on either side in the video. Well, after going through this twice and everything, I'm like, I feel like I look like good sitting here. Why does this look so good?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God. It's horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
It's set up to like for YouTube or our podcast.
Right, which is a problem when you're making a TikTok or Instagram reel.
If I didn't catch that and we packed it up and
It
we
would've been
left,
bad.
and I went to go edit that vertical video,
You would have been, yeah.
I don't even know what I would have done.
Yeah.
I would have made something work, but I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is.
The video's due tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I filmed that today. Like, there's no time to figure out something else.
Yeah.
So anyway, we finished
Anyway,
that.
you redid it.
I redid it multiple times with the vertical setting. And
then you panic packed because you thought we had to leave in like 3
11.
minutes.
I thought checkout was 11. So I had 5 minutes to like pack my entire room and check out. And as I'm checking out on the app, I see the checkout time is noon. I was shocked.
Yeah.
Within the span of 15 minutes, effing up that bad.
It was a lot.
It really put me...
I was ready to go. I was like out the door.
It really put me in a sour mood. And I'm like upbeat now until this sun is on me, and now I'm getting angry.
Well,
also, Regan, we didn't get to say bye to her because when we left her last night, we thought we were all going to see each other at the track meet today.
Yeah.
And so she is, I think, coming here because she has stuff for us, which I don't even have 1 cubic inch of space in any bag left.
I have space.
Yeah.
We'll bring it back, whatever it is.
Okay. It's probably like tea and crumpets from London.
Love that. How thoughtful.
Regan is so thoughtful.
Yeah.
We should go over to the legal dispensary and get her something for her birthday.
We should go get her something. There's a Macy's right here.
Yeah. Let's just
Pop
buy the
in.
Macy's.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. I mean, I think that's all the things that we had to talk about.
The next episode is going to be a doozy because I'm going to be fighting for my life on a solo trip to LA for the premiere of Ted Lasso and sitting courtside at a WNBA game.
Yeah.
Those are all things I have not done. I've gone to LA by myself before, but the other things, no.
Yep.
I have no idea what to expect.
We're hoping we can record in person when you return.
Yeah, because I feel like there's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wild recap.
I'm excited to hear.
Yeah.
You'll do great. You'll be fine. You'll have fun. I will be with you in spirit.
I know, yeah. And I think it'll be not just a recap on that trip that I have no idea what to expect for, but also a recap on the legal matters that have unfolded with the local police.
It's exciting.
And the mayor. Call the mayor.
We're wearing our matching shirts.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that.
Regan's pulling up right now.
Oh, and there she is.
We're wrapping up. Perfect timing.
Just say hi real quick because I'm ending the podcast.
Hi, podcast. Bye, podcast.
It's been a while since you heard Business Regan's voice, so I know that you all wanted to hear that. But thank you, everyone, for listening. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And we love reading your comments on our Instagram post at NonMembers Only. Please follow us on Instagram and follow us on the platforms that you listen because it helps us find new listeners like you.
We got some new reviews, which are exciting.
We got new reviews.
It was fun.
We have like solid
we love
reviews.
Reading them.
Yeah, they're so... Oh, hello. Oh, my God. Another pigeon. We got... they're like quality reviews.
They are.
They're not like little smiley faces, and
which we're okay with those too.
Those are actually do some of those.
Yeah.
But what we're saying is we don't buy them.
Right. Okay.
Goodbye.
All right. Bye, guys. Thanks.
Wow.